In the fast-paced world of commercial real estate, being able to quickly assess the potential of a multifamily property can make all the difference in securing a lucrative deal. Today, I'm going to show you how myself and my team efficiently analyze multifamily properties in less than 10 minutes. In real estate, time is money, and mastering the art of quickly assessing deals will immediately make you a better investor. In my own personal experience, myself and my team usually have to analyze hundreds of different multifamily properties before I find the gem that's worth further looking into, and this is why speed is really what matters. By the end of this video, you'll know the process for analyzing multifamily properties in less than 10 minutes. So let's get started. So before we even dive deeper into a property, we've got to look at where is the property located. Again, we first look at, is it a state that we're interested in? Is it an MSA that is a good MSA, or is it a bad MSA? You know, is it also an area with which there's growing demand or shrinking demand? These are all things that are critical because, look, I tell you right now, quite frankly, we've used our approach where we looked at an area, it's like, it's not a growth area, it's not an area that's got, in migration that's increasing. And then even from a quick back of the napkin approach, the price is not that great. It's like, boom, it's off the list. And let me just say this, knowing where you want to invest, and equally as important, where you don't want to invest, it's going to save you a lot more than just 10 minutes. Next is the initial property overview. You want to be able to look at it quickly to understand, does it meet the criteria that we're looking for? And again, that's an important concept. Like, look, you don't want to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, meaning you're just kind of flinging around looking for anything and everything. You want to have a specific wheelhouse that you're focused on and looking for. And with that, now you can look at it and say, okay, is this a property that fits the criterion that we're looking for in terms of number of units? Is it a property that fits the criterion for the area of location that we're looking for? Is it a property that fits the overall condition, meaning both by age and actual condition that we're looking for? And then ultimately, is it fairly priced or priced within the measure of reason for where we're looking for? As an example, I remember looking at a property in Tampa, which is not far from our office. And I mean, the guy wanted an astronomical number. It was at a good location, but I knew right off the bat, looking at it, the guy was like drunk on not reality in terms of what the number he's looking for. So we didn't even have to spend any time really looking at it because, again, it doesn't fit. So key. So once we've determined that the property actually fits into our assessment, we want to now look at the key financial assessment and really look at the financial metrics that matter. And we can take a look at that in just a few minutes. What is the current rents that are there? What is the operating or gross operating rental income? What are the assumed expenses that we would apply to yield our net operating income? What is the cap rate for that market? And then here's an important piece of it. What do we know would be our overall renovations to it? We have, based on our expertise, able to apply a financial metric per door that yields us a renovation number. And then we're able to look at what yields would we get on those increased rents. And then from that, we're able to yield, okay, this would be our expected valuation. And so within a very short matter of time, we're able to do kind of what we would call a back of the napkin approach, where we're able to assess quickly and accurately what is the estimated value of this property. And then from there, do we want to spend more time to dig deep and really dive in to our full underwriting? So once we've seen that and we've seen that it has the possible potential, then we stress test it by changing a couple of the variable metrics there, whether it be in the interest rate assumptions or the cap rate assumptions and or expense rate assumptions. And so that we can see, does this project or property present viability beyond just that initial assessment? And then that way we see kind of a window, if you will, or a channel of what that value possibilities may be. And then we're able to assess, does it fall within this parameter, and does it now merit for us to dive into it deeper? And again, look, friends, to find the needle in the haystack, to find the gem, you've got to sift through a lot of turds. That's just the truth. And so again, you've got to be able to effectively and quickly be able to move through and see that this is not a deal. 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 And you have to have an accurate ability to assess that so that you're not spending deep dive, inordinate amount of time being able to look at properties that are not going to yield a successful result. So once we've gone through that and we've established that, okay, this property has merits, now we move into our real due diligence or underwriting process. Now, we've done an entire video that explains that, so I want to encourage you to check that video out. But with that, we spend, it can be hours diving into all of the metrics. Now, we have an exact process for it. So it's like the first process passes through where we populate all of our deep dive underwriting, and then now we go in and revalidate, cross-check all of the information. We're literally calling all the competitors in the marketplace, verifying their rents. We're literally bringing our property management team in to verify all expenses in the location and salaries and all those things. We're verifying the insurance costs with our insurance team member. We're verifying the financing costs with our financing team. I mean, that is no small undertaking, and that's why it's important to be able to weed out the properties that are not probable so that you can get to the ones that are probable, because the amount of deep dive time that we spend uncovering it. Now, and I'd love to tell you that every time that we get there, that turns to gold. Unfortunately, it is also true that once we go through that deep dive process, there is a lot of times that we are able to uncover additional information that it's like, okay, what we thought was going to be good turns out not to be good, and we got to move on to the next one. So critically important to learn how to do this and really become a master at the due diligence and underwriting process. That's all I have for you today. If you're interested in investing in multifamily real estate with me, click the link in the description of this video to join our investor club and get early access to off-market multifamily investment opportunities. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content on real estate investing. See you in the next video.